So, what is success? Is it fame? Is it fortune? Is it the moment the world finally notices you? For most of us, especially creators, it feels that way. We create, we share, we wait, and measure our worth in views, likes, and sales. But what if no one ever notices? What if you give everything you have and the world stays silent? Would you stop? Would you still believe your work has meaning? In the summer of 1890, a man walked into a quiet wheat field in France. He raised a revolver to his chest and pulled the trigger. He was 37 years old. In his pocket, they found an unsent letter to his brother. It read, "The sadness will last forever." In his lifetime, he was a ghost, a madman, a failure, a pauper. His name was Vincent van Gogh. And by the time he died, he was convinced he had wasted his life. And as you already know, he was wrong. Vincent van Gogh didn't have a viral moment. He didn't have an algorithm today. For him, creation was a solitary, almost desperate act. He started painting seriously at 27, which for his time was considered very late. He was a man out of step with the world, plagued by mental health issues, loneliness, and poverty. Imagine creating over 900 paintings and thousands of drawings and selling maybe one, just one. His early work were considered clumsy and ugly. Art critics weren't just indifferent, they were repulsed by his thick emotional brushstrokes and bold colors. It was the opposite of trendy. Imagine posting your best work online and the only comment are about how amateur it is. That was Vincent's entire career. He lived on a tiny allowance sent by his younger brother Theo, and he painted and painted and painted. He produced a little over 2,100 artworks in just a decade. That's one masterpiece every 36 hours. He wasn't just creating for fame, he was creating because he had to. He wrote to his brother, "I'm seeking, I'm striving, I'm in it with all my heart." His persistence wasn't driven by external rewards, but by internal fire that refused to go out. But here is a part of the story we often miss. Van Gogh was not a lone wolf. His legendary persistence was possible because of one person, his brother, Theo. Theo was Vincent's rock and lifeline. He was his financial patron, his emotional cheerleader, his personal art dealer, and his best friend. For 10 years, Theo believed in Vincent when literally no one else did. He was a human embodiment of unconditional faith. Every creator needs a Theo, someone who looks at your messy, unpolished earlier work and doesn't see failure, but sees potential. Someone who offers a couch to sleep on, buys you a new software license, shares your work with their friends, or just sent you a text saying, "I believe in you." That support system is a fuel that keeps the engine running when the road gets dark. Let's bring this home. Let's talk about Kate. Kate is a young upcoming creator. She works a day job at a cafe, but every night she comes home and works on her short films. She posts them on YouTube and some get 50 views. Most get less. The comments are sparse. It feels pointless. She's a modern day Van Gogh creating in a void. But Kate has a Theo, her best friend, Mark. Mark is the one who helps her carry her camera equipment on weekends. He's the one who watches her through cuts and gives honest, constructive feedback. He's the one who buys her coffee and says, "That last shot was incredible. Don't you dare stop." Mark isn't a famous producer. He's just a friend. But his belief is a reason Kate's cursor hovers over save instead of delete. For every creator, that small cycle of belief is everything. It's the difference between giving up and going one more day. Van Gogh died at 37, penniless and unknown. His final words were, the sadness will last forever. He believed he had failed, but the story doesn't end there. After Vincent and Theo's death, it was Theo's widow, Joanna Van Gogh Bonga, who became the unsung hero of this story. She inherited a closet of worthless paintings. She could have sold them off or stored them away. Instead, she dedicated her life to them. She organized exhibition, published the letters between the brothers, and told Vincent's story to anyone who could listen. She was a catalyst. She was the one who connected his works to his audience. Vincent had a genius. Theo provided the faith, but Johanna built the platform, the bridge. You might not have your audience yet. Your Johanna might not have found you yet. She might be a future collaborator, a curator, an editor, or a fan who shares your work with the right people. Your job is not to find her. Your job is to create the body of work that will be ready for her when she finally arrives. So what's the lesson here? It's that passion is not defined by profit. That your work is not determined by the current circumstances. So stop waiting for permission. Stop letting the lack of immediate validation extinguish your fire. Your worth as a creator is not defined by your last metric, but by your relentless commitment to your crafts. This is a story for anyone who has ever created something and felt ignored. It may be a business, a project, or a content. Keep going. Your starry night might just be around the corner. Create like Van Gogh with passion, with hard work, and for the faith of the work itself. Support like Theo. Be that person for another creator. Your likes, shares, and comments, your belief in them and encouraging words might be the only thing keeping them in the game. And finally, have faith in your Johanna. Your voice will find its chorus. Your work will find its home. And so to every creator watching this, may you have the persistence of Vincent, and may you find the Theo and Johanna in your lifetime. And now, this is a call to action. Have you ever felt ignored or misunderstood for your passion? Sometimes greatness isn't born in applause. It is born in silence. So tell me, have you ever felt invisible for doing what you love? Share your story in the comments. And if this story moved you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today. By doing that, you're not just supporting this channel, you are becoming someone's Theo, or maybe they are Joanna. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, keep creating, because one day your starry night will finally light up the world.